in fury.
Cek 1 2 3. Cek 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3.
Knights and aristocrats share the same cultural heritage, but the knights had enough sense to do away with all the superfluous detail. Knights and aristocrats share the same cultural heritage, but the knights had enough sense to do away with all the superfluous detail.
Bagaimana suaranya, apakah terdengar dengan jelas? Gimana suaranya? Apakah terdengar dengan jelas? 1 2 3. Cek 1 2 3. 1 2 3 1 2 3. Bagaimana suaranya? Apakah terdengar dengan jelas? Gimana suaranya? Apakah terdengar dengan jelas? 1 2 3. Cek 1 2 3. 1 2 3.
Coming in! Paimon, coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
Selamat berpuasa bagi yang melaksanakan puasa. Semoga puasanya lancar.
Knights and aristocrats share the same cultural heritage, but the knights had enough sense to do away with all the superfluous detail.
Bagaimana puasa kalian, guys? Di hari yang tepat ini apakah sudah batal?
We're back, my lady.
Knights and aristocrats share the same But the knights had enough sense to do away with all the superfluous detail.
Kung mana ko sa kanya guys. Di hari ako sa kanya kasunod ng metal.
We're back, my lady.
Oh, you're back a lot sooner than I expected. You mustn't have...
Actually, we're still investigating.
I see. The clues you found have led you...
Something like that. Yeah.
You all look a little dispirited. Why don't you discuss it with me?
It's okay, my lady. It's not so much about me being...
So something is wrong. Even the Traveler. On any other day, Paimon would have already waved to me with a... So tell me, what happened? On any other day, Paimon would have already waved to me with a... So tell me, what happened?
Well?
My lady, please prepare yourself.
The Master. Okay, I understand. My father has been so...
Yeah, it makes as little sense. I've never doubted the Master's integrity, so I'm having a real hard... Maybe he's not actually aware of the full story and just stumbled into the deal by accident.
I can't help but agree with the Traveler.
Huh? You mean you feel the same way?
Thank you for sharing all this information. Since you've told me everything you know, I should also tell you about... In the past, I thought that my father hired a bodyguard for me so that I wouldn't run away and get lost. However, there are plenty of capable mercenaries in the Corps of
About that. Well, the homie later, the Master told me that I was one of the best mercenaries he'd ever... He offered me a pile of Mora, so I just signed on.
Well, but that didn't really answer my question.
Maybe the Corps of 30 just didn't... I think I get what you're saying.
Precisely. At first if my father had always been in contact with Dakan Allah...
You mean the goal all along was to get...
No, that's too much of a
But that still doesn't rule out the possibility that your father has still...
So, the Master was not likely an innocent victim in all of this?
Sorry we put all this on you so suddenly, Dunyarzad.
It's okay, Paimon. I should actually be thanking you. The possibility that your father is still... So, the Master was not likely an innocent victim in all of this? Regardless of his reasons, if my father is truly...
But is that really... My father has committed many atrocities and deserved... However, the Homayani family is true. If we decide to investigate this further, we could end up implicating...
Tia.
It's alright, Dia. If anyone were to ask, you could always just say...
You don't have to do that, my lady. I'm not conflicted because...
Hey! It's still too early to give up hope! What was that thing about friendship again? Right, yeah, trust! You said that yourself, Dia! Besides, there's no point on getting all riled up before we've confirmed all the facts!
Thank you, everyone. That makes a lot of sense. In which case, my lady, could you ask?
Sure thing. I also hope he'll be able to give us.
Usual place?
Thank you for coming, sir. Please allow me to introduce these two. This is the Traveler, and
Yes, my daughter has mentioned them but we may skip all the pleasantries for now. What is the important matter you wish to...
well, we wanted to bring this transaction record to...
So, that's what you found?
If you wouldn't mind, we'd like an explanation.
Well, it's a long and difficult What I do know, though, dear, is that the truth will bring you no sorrow.
Wait, me?
Yes, I understand perfectly why you came to see me. And I am touched by your collective commitment to do the right thing. But knowledge always comes at a price. And so, your father, Kusela, and I both. Of course, you have the right to seek and learn the truth. The facts of this matter may reduce everything you've built for yourself. If you must proceed, then Kusela's heartfelt
His heartfelt efforts. I've made it this far in life without a single drop of my... I have my own ideals and ways of looking at the world, as well as people and causes. I came here today to support you as the head of the Homayani family.
I understand. Then let me tell you a little story. Our family once needed to take a trip to the desert when Dunyazad was just a baby. They had superior numbers and quickly overpowered our bodyguards. When all seemed lost, a group of passerby Eremites lent us their support. Those Eremites were Kusela's brigade, Dekan al-Ahmar. Kusela's men told me that the attackers were Eremite mercenaries, just like themselves. I was shocked. Why would Dekan al-Ahmar go so far to save us and not spare the fellow Eremites? Kusela was grinning and walked over to play with baby Dunyazad.
Really?
He said that he had no particular... We started talking about our children and to repay his kindness.
So, that's what happened.
It was many years before I saw him again. The man I knew to be strong and...
So, what happened to him? He was...
I'm not too sure myself. He then suddenly asked me if Dunyazad, now that she... At the time, Dunyazad was going through a but he kept coming back to the topic. Come on, it never hurt. I was completely lost at first.
So he was the one who recommended Dia.
Indeed. He didn't say it out loud, but it was clear that he saw Deshret's relics as he was already beyond redemption, but he hoped that if Dia could stay in my house and keep working as a bodyguard.
And that's why you offered her such
Yes, but not just because of that. And that's also why I tried to persuade you to stay when you asked for permission to... Kusela saved my daughter and I all those years ago in the desert. I could never refuse him entrusting his daughter to me.
He was always like that. Acting like he's oh so smart and self-righteous.
Kusela said that he'd reimburse me for a portion of Dia's fees. Eventually, I just accepted them as a token. The letter contained a request to help him buy food.
Wait! Isn't that around the time?
That's right. When I started to hear some nasty... But by then, he was no longer receptive to... That thought occurred to me as well. After some deliberation, I decided to send him... I am aware that even such a reduced gesture... In the end, it probably was the wrong decision.
If you can, please tell me where he is now. None of the things he's doing right now make any sense. If all he wants to do is steer clear of me, then...
Oh no. Dia, please don't feel that way.
I'm just angry because I can't wrap my head around any of his actions. Another way? I don't know. I knew him, and he was nothing more than a childish brute. I can't understand what's going through his head. But I guess you do have a point. We haven't uncovered the whole truth yet.
I'll do my best to help. Of course, anything between the two of... I don't know Kusela's exact whereabouts. Outside of... However, there's a man on the list named Jawed. He's responsible for supplying weapons and I've heard that he likes to have a few drinks alone and enjoy the cool wind at night outside the tavern. Maybe you'll be able to find him there.
Understood. Thank you, sir. Then I guess this is bye for now, unless...
I'll stay and be with my father here. To be honest, my father has indeed done something wrong, but if I think about it, I feel like our only course...
Yes. I am prepared. It's time to face